As you're aware, we're here today to deal with a series of legislative amendments to the Electrical Power Control Act and the Churchill Falls Labrador Corporation Lease Act to deal with the industrial rates policy in Labrador. These amendments are needed to create the new policy for industrial customers on the Labrador interconnected system. These amendments will be going to second reading today, and they will ensure transparent and fair rates for all industrial customers in the region and will help to keep rates competitive with other provincial jurisdictions. The policy, which was a commitment of the energy plan, would be required with or without Muskrat Falls. In accordance with the energy plan, a rate structure was designed that ensures that the price paid for power by large industrials in Labrador better reflects the market value of the power while still remaining competitive with rates across the border in Quebec. This new policy will establish a single published electricity rate, including both generation and transmission, for all industrial customers on the Labrador interconnected system. In contrast to the rest of the country, there's currently no published industrial electricity rate for Labrador. This provides challenges for companies, as I'm sure you can imagine, who are interested in development opportunities, and provides uncertainty during their planning process. As we talked about earlier in the year when we dealt with the Labrador mining paper, there's potentially up to $10 to $15 billion worth of development in Labrador, and that depends in part on the price and availability of power. If these projects proceed, as outlined in Dr. Wade Locke's economic analysis of mining, which a paper we also released, they will provide significant services. There are a number of mining developments underway or in feasibility, pre-feasibility in Labrador, and we've gone through that in the past, such as Alderon. We've got the question whether or not Voisey's Bay will go underground. We've got the Paladin development. We've got Grand River Iron Sands, the potential for Tata. Labrador Iron Mines is currently mining. So there's a lot going on in the Labrador mining sector. These companies require a degree of certainty on power rates, because obviously if they're going to go to attain financing or they're looking for investment, then they have to know what their costs are going to be. And currently, if you were in Labrador today, you'd have to negotiate with Newfoundland and Labrador Hydro on a one-off basis, and that's not the way to do business. But we've also heard in the consultation process with the mining companies that we need to be competitive with Quebec. Now, very importantly, there's really three parts to this as it involves the Public Utilities Board. They will not be involved in the generation component in terms of setting the cost. They will be involved in setting costs if there's a transmission, if new transmission has to be built. And the PUB regulates customers, residential and commercial customers in Labrador, and that will continue the same. The generation rate, in an attempt to be open and transparent, will be published by Newfoundland and Labrador Hydro, calculated annually based on a transparent formula that allows Hydro to earn market value for electricity sales. I think it would have been explained to you earlier. There are two blocks of power. There's the development block, or the Twinco block, the 225 megawatts of power from Twinco, and then the market block will be whatever power we bring on into the system. You combine both of them to come up with your generation rate, and then you add a transmission component if new lines have to be built. Obviously, if there are new mining developments in Lab West, they're going to require a new transmission line. The Muskrat Falls project includes the building of a line from Muskrat Falls to Churchill Falls. As I've indicated, there were consultations with the companies involved. I've met with most of these companies myself, and they want to know, they need an element of certainty, like what's it going to cost us to develop these mines. So we're responding to what we've heard. We're complying with our commitment in the energy plan, and we're attempting to stimulate even more the red hot economy in Labrador West and in Labrador in general. So we also, though, have IOC and Wabush mines, which are currently paying an average of $6 a megawatt hour. IOC approximately $4. There's $11 that you put it all together, it works out to be about $6 a megawatt hour. Compare that across the border in Quebec, and IOC and Wabush mines have been getting a good deal. But that's based on the historical development of Twin Falls and the I don't know if you call it the diversion. It's more the shutting down of Twin Falls to with the Upper Churchill project. So essentially, we have to allow them to phase in to try to have as minimal impact on their business as possible. As I've indicated, this policy is necessary, it's timely, and it will continue to place our rates among the lowest in the country and help, hopefully, this continued development of mining projects in Labrador.